Welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2, and we got some Maelstrom rounds to pick up for our siege tanks.
Sick. Let's make those bullshit tanks even more bullshit, yes?
Yes. I'm glad we won't be building anything other than tanks in future missions.
I mean, Marine tank is really good, but...
Our research, we're going to pick up the Hercules, our transport.
Well, I'm happy to report that I still have never seen a Predator in this game.
Same. I was hoping that maybe you guys would choose it so I could find some ways to show it off, but I've never used them yet. So, oh well. And you guys wanted Breakout.
Folsom is ripe for the taking, man. Every voice that was ever raised against Minsk is pinned up inside those walls. We let all them prisoners loose.
You know,
and he'll never know.
try not to talk during the briefings, but I've got to wonder. Looks like there's a grid or a cage over that planet, right?
Yeah, it's like a prison planet.
I thought he'd be here by
Is that to keep the guys in or to keep the planet from exploding?
I thought you... Sir, we have an incoming transmission. It's highly encrypted. Patch it through.
Well, well. The infamous Jim Raynor. My name is Nova. We should talk.
Now what would one of Mink's pet ghosts have to say to me?
Tosh is lying to you.
Get Tosh on comms. I'm sure he's listening in anyway, encrypted or not.
We Spectres be the future. You just couldn't.
Good to know even in the future they can't maintain aspect
Every ghost
ratios
that
when they
became a
split a
Spectre
screen in
has gone
half.
on a psychotic killing spree. The ones I've captured are held in New Folsom.
Don't listen to her, brother. Help me bust the Spectres from New Folsom, and we'll bring down Minx together.
Tosh wants to reactivate his Spectre buddies, using the substances you helped him collect. New Folsom is full of psychopathic killers. Do you really want to release them into the galaxy?
I be helping you against Minsk, and my people will too. She won't even join you.
He's a psychotic time bomb. He'll be on your side, right up until he puts a knife in your back.
This be the moment of truth. Make your choice.
Apparently, you guys didn't want to go with the Ghost, the covert operative in Menk's control, so...
You should have told me what you were really planning, Tosh. But I'll take your word over Dominion assassins any day. We've come this far together. May as well see it through.
You've made a poor choice, Mr. Raynor.
See ya.
I knew I could count on you, brother. Now let's go and bust open New Folsom. Uploading New Folsom data now. Feast your eyes on this, brother.
They're locked down tight. Nova must have tipped them off. We're gonna need an army to break into that place now.
Even an army couldn't get you in there. But one man, one Spectre in the right place, can find a way in.
Then our progress is all up to you, Tosh. I'll push my boys as hard as I can, but they're gonna need your help to gain ground.
Sure, you sit back this time. I'll take the lead and clear the way. Just keep sending troops to keep the pressure on, and I'll do the rest.
There are 2 cell blocks containing military prisoners outside the main compound. If we break those open, we could probably count on help from the inmates.
What else?
There's a Dominion base right by the main prison entrance. Take that out and the guards will retreat. The prisoners can handle it from there.
All right, Tosh. You ready for this?
I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm ready. Let's do
Alright, we got another one of these hero missions. Whoa.
what I want.
It's a really powerful cloak you hid behind a mountain.
Damn straight.
Yes, we control Tosh, and that's it.
Hang on, is he permanently cloaked?
I
Yes.
can take out all these guards.
So you have Zeratul with the gun.
See me.
Basically.
Maybe yes.
He is really fast, too. Holy crap.
Explosion to take out groups of Marines. A little trick I call Mind Blast.
Mind
And-
Blast.
Yes.
He
Is that
has
a priest ability?
That turret
Yes.
across the bridge. It can see me and alert its allies if I get too close. Even with my stealth, Extinguish them.
Whoa. Little guy in the turret, some really good vision even though he's not even looking down.
Oh, tanks. At least they don't have maelstrom rounds.
Wait, hang on. He gets a defensive matrix too?
Yes, he gets defensive matrix. It absorbs 300 damage as long as it's active. Which
Wow.
is active for like 10 seconds or something.
That's a lot of time though for
Hey look, there's an
free
arrow. Wonder why they painted that there.
Just keep sending troops.
That seems like a really stupid tactical decision.
Like, here is the weakness of our installation. Go here.
Here's an arrow. I'm sure our employees will use it, but please, no one else. So Rainer's set up, but you can't do anything with this stuff, huh?
Yep, no, it's a MOBA now. Good job. He'll send waves of units, and you get the hero.
You have
This is
creeps.
Yeah, I'm really glad I'm playing Starcraft 2 to play a MOBA.
On the other hand, at least the medics will heal you.
Yep.
So that's nice. Wait,
And
does Mind
remember
Blast?
to keep the creeps when you start taking down the towers.
So hang on, does Mind Blast also affect the bunkers themselves?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Mind Blast
wow,
affects
lizards.
everything, basically. You can Mind Blast factories and they will stop producing units. For
So what you're
however
telling me
long
is-
that's done.
Tosh has almost the most powerful ability in the game.
Yeah, I mean, well, Zeratul also has a pretty powerful Void Prism, so, second most powerful, maybe.
Well, but the Void Prism that Zeratul gets only hits one unit at a time. This hits an area and does damage.
Yeah, but Void Prism lasts a lot longer.
This also hits buildings.
Yes, that's true.
I'm really hoping that everyone who's watching this now saw the Zeratul videos so we don't sound crazy.
I assume people aren't skipping the Protoss mission. I guess if you're like a filthy racist, you might be a little bit biased against Protoss, but I hope we don't have any of those in following the LP.
Well, it seems like most people don't play multiplayer that are watching the LP, so I have no idea why they would be StarCraft 2 racists.
Well, you know, everyone loves humans, right? I love humans.
Humans are pretty cool, but they don't have enough lasers for me.
That's a pretty powerful force pushing Rainer's base.
Yeah, that seems a little dangerous.
I'm sure he can deal with it. He's fine.
Good work, Tosh. We're pushing on toward the front line.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sure.
Good work, friend. You busted some bunkers.
Well, I guess if he can drop dudes from the sky, then why does he really need to push?
Well, maybe the missile turrets can shoot his drop pods?
Maybe.
I mean, if the missile turrets can shoot the drop pods, then, oh, what a BM guy.
When I need energy, I can use consumption to get more.
Got hit with an EMP round, the only time it's ever frustrating for a Terran to get hit by EMP.
The more life they have,
Yeah, you gotta get ghosts to counter your opponent's ghosts.
much.
What I think is really dumb is that if you get ghosts, then they don't have EMP.
Wait, really?
Yep, the campaign ghosts do not have EMP. They only have the snipe ability.
Huh.
So you can't even do that if you get ghosts. By the
Okay,
way,
so-
arrow. Let's follow it.
It's a good idea. Oh, hey, Siegebreaker.
A giant vulnerability in your defense. I think I'll take that.
How exactly have the Spectres not broken out of this place when there are arrows telling you where to go to get around all of their defenses? Are these really the next wave of ghosts, or is it just really disappointingly
We're in the
bad?
first military cell block now. Releasing the prisoners might buy us some allies.
Alright, our optional objectives are to free these prisoners. And we'll get more... What are the minions that move in MOBA's
Creep.
called? Creeps?
Creeps.
Alright, thanks for your knowledge.
Yep.
I don't know anything about them.
And you know, the fun thing is, I don't even play them.
But you still... but everyone else does, so you learn.
Yeah, I'm just a giant nerd. That's as far as this conversation is going.
Our allies are being attacked.
And since you don't have any of Raynor's fellows helping you, you gotta take them all out by yourself.
Wow, that
lonely
looks really
existence.
hard, buddy.
Oh,
He's going to
come
nuke
back.
almost this whole group in 2 shots.
Are being attacked.
There we go.
Hey, hang on. Question for you. How did you know to go there? There was no arrow.
Well, when you play this game long enough, when you've played this game for 4 years, you kind of get a feel for these things.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
These are like the
Really
secrets.
help us out.
Oh, hey, look, prisoners. Let's see if they disappear when they go into the cars.
Whoa.
Our allies' base is
Oh, wait, do they disappear? I think they do.
I think they do, yeah.
Although there was one guy who was just like throwing a party in front of one of the Diamondbacks, like, "Hey, I got a car!" So, this third ability that Tosh has is basically like,
It's consume.
yeah, it's consume, except it doesn't kill the unit that you hit.
Yeah, consume was a defiler ability in the original Starcraft that gave you energy by draining a friendly unit's health, and that's the same thing here.
If I remember correctly, though, the Defiler's consume actually like killed the unit and gave you energy based on the health of the unit, right?
It did a certain amount of damage. It didn't necessarily kill the unit. Like, if you consumed an Ultralisk, it wouldn't kill the Ultralisk, it would just hurt it. Though if you consume a Zergling, it would kill it.
Right.
Here, it just consumes half health, so it doesn't kill your units.
So I like the fact that you were in the detection radius, but they couldn't shoot you anyway because they couldn't see you.
Yeah, well, arrows, of course. They tell you where the weaknesses are.
Jeez.
Don't worry, I think that's the last arrow we see.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Don't make promises you can't keep, buddy. So, hang on, do you seriously not control any unit but Tosh for the entirety of this mission?
Yes. So it's a MOBA.
Except you don't level up and you don't buy anything, you don't improve in any way.
So it's Heroes of the Storm MOBA. It's their prototype.
Wow. I mean, you even controlled more units than this in the first Protoss mission when you were just running around a planet with Zeratul.
Yeah. Even in the alternate mission is kind of similar where you control Nova, but you also get other units. So
Right,
this is
right. I vaguely remember doing Nova's mission, and I remember getting extra units. At least a few.
Our allies are being attacked.
okay, because we got Tosh, who's pretty amazing. It's just a little bit slow sometimes.
Our allies
Alright, he's
are
racking
being
up quite the body count. Is he gonna break 200 kills before this is over?
Oh, I'm sure he will. We should get a good amount of kills later on. I'll just a little tidbit of information. He'll have a fourth ability, and we'll be making use of that.
Oh, I figured he would just get stuck at 3.
Well, the fourth is a limited use ability.
Our allies are being
Okay. That sounds intriguing.
I don't think we've mentioned those add-ons on the factory that I've blown up. Whoops.
Yeah, I don't remember if they came up in previous missions or not, so I was keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Those are tech reactors, right?
Yeah, those were tech reactors.
So
Guess what it does? It's a combination of a tech lab and a reactor.
it's literally the combination of two things, and that was the best name they could come up with.
Establish our forward position.
That's amazing. So now you can make 2 of anything.
The second military cell
at
block,
once.
Tosh. Feel like making some new friends? Don't you worry about us, Tosh. We'll keep them busy while
Uh-oh.
you free the prisoners.
Raven!
Ravens.
Okay.
I'm glad it has a set patrol route and doesn't actually follow you.
Yeah.
Our allies are being attacked.
Extinguish them.
Yeah, Ravens. You don't want to be detected. That is bad.
Wow. Hey, you have an arrow pointing to you now.
Our allies
Looks like it was in
This
an
is where the
uncomfortable
enemy
place, too.
is.
Yeah. So I guess you could just walk up on top of that tank if you wanted
Yeah,
to,
you
right?
could. But then it does unsiege if you walk up to it, and then you might take damage. Can't have that.
Oh, you can't.
Now we have siege tanks, which should be mighty helpful.
Yeah, actually, I guess the Diamondbacks are okay, since you're not controlling them, and you get an infinite number of them.
Yeah. Diamondbacks would be good if they don't cost any resources.
Yeah, basically. I'm glad we're on the same page.
If they were virtually free.
Basically what I'm saying is, hey Blizzard, why don't you go ahead and add, I don't know, Diamondback hosts in Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. By the way, you see that new ability we got in our hotkey?
Oh, what?
We got some nukes. And we will be using them. We'll be using them judiciously, maybe.
I must confess, I had to stop myself from making a joke about the Z-Team multiplayer matches that we've had in our clan wars lately.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah.
Our Z-Team has like 10 views, maybe. So
I guess that's true. Well, you know, I don't want to clutter up the Let's Play thread with advertisements for multiplayer games.
Yeah, nobody cares about multiplayer. Single player is where it's at. Considering basically everyone plays the single player.
Yeah, and you know, like I think Blizzard said half of the people who purchased this game never even launched multiplayer. So what is that jerk tank doing on the left? He seems to be like, you know, kind of chilling up high. Can't really see it except the explosions.
He's on the high ground. He's got the high ground. How can we do this?
Where are your arrows? What do you do?
That tank must have had an arrow pointing to it, to that position.
Okay, that seems like a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
I think you have an ability that might help here.
Possibly. Let's see if we can
It's
do
Mind
that
Blast.
after the Raven leaves.
I do what I wanna do. Gonna do it real quiet.
Our allies are being attacked.
Nukes.
Holy crap, they launch fast.
Take that, Raven.
Won't
Yeah,
detect now.
they launch a lot faster than. Whoops, that was.
Are being attacked.
It's alright.
That was
It
meant
seems
to be a
like
mind blast.
that worked out okay because you got half of the next wave of bad guy creeps, so
I guess that worked out better than I was initially thinking it would.
yeah, it could have gone a lot worse. In this case, it was just, you know, well, some free guys got murdered with your misclick.
Yeah.
Our allies
Welcome to my
are
life.
being
Misclicking all the goddamn time.
Huh. You could just play like me and never click.
Just don't do anything.
Yeah,
You only need to
if you
do-
don't click, then you can't screw up your clicking.
Alright, so even though we gotta attack through the middle, we're going through the side first. Because we gotta take down their production.
Hmm.
Our allies
It's awfully
are being
clever of you to
attacked.
go around the side that way.
Yeah. There wasn't even an arrow pointing that way.
I know, right? Like that was startling.
Our allies
I've
are
tried
being
just
attacked.
trying to break straight through the center, and it takes a long time because they just keep making more and more units. So, gonna try
That
to
sounds
break.
gross.
So it's a lot
Stupid
easier
race.
to take down their
There you go.
production first.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why bother with the tech reactor when you can just kill the building?
Yep.
Now you can make 0 of things. Oh, that appears to be a big battlecruiser.
Are being
That's a big battle cruiser. Let's nuke it. Everything
Battle
needs a
cruiser.
nuke.
Oh, that is a really strong battlecruiser.
How much? Nukes do like 400 damage or something. So, doesn't
Really?
kill a battlecruiser in one shot.
They don't do extra damage in the campaign, unlike literally every other Terran everything.
Yeah.
Come on, Blizzard, what is this?
I thought nukes were supposed to be awesome, but they're not. They can't even kill a battlecruiser in one shot.
Boo. The only thing more OP than a nuke is a Raven chasing you down. There you go. You just killed it with your mind powers. No, I
Now,
kind
even
of wish.
though we killed a lot of their production, there's actually still a hefty amount remaining.
Yeah, no joke. You know, I kind of wish that the medics could, like, shoulder bash with their big, like, shields that they do nothing with. I know it would be worthless, but I don't know. It has the potential to be funny.
I agree, medics should have an attack, you know, because for something that they do between heals.
Yeah, I mean, they have all that downtime when their allies aren't injured.
But I think this is the cleanup period right now, kind of broken their defenses.
Now I get it. Diamondbacks are the hard counter to medics.
That doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah,
I
the only
believe you.
When I said that, it was because the Diamondback just showed up to shoot a medic in the face.
Our allies are
Yes.
being attacked.
Oh yeah, even the first time I did this, I thought all you needed to destroy was this planetary fortress right here. So I just, like, sacrificed everything to kill it. And then once the mission didn't end, I just died.
Our allies are being
Whoops.
Wait, I thought I win by killing it.
not enough
Nope.
energy.
You gotta destroy
No.
the whole base.
I do have a question about Tasha's ability that we didn't talk about. His consumability. Does that have to be on a biological unit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you can't, you know, steal tank hit points.
No, you can't consume tanks. That would be gross.
Gross or awesome?
Tosh doesn't eat metal. He's not one of those people. Yeah.
He's weird, but not that weird. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, I just forget what the like disorder that people eat metal with. You know that thing.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well.
Sorry. I know a lot of weird stuff,
332?
but not that one.
Is that the final kill count?
You just unleashed a
Yeah.
nightmare on all of us, Raynor. Heaven help you now.
And the wolves
Oh
come
man,
down
they're going to be
and
comical
down.
numbers of people running out of there.
Free, my brothers and
Oh
sisters.
no, it's just like 4.
Your new life awaits.
Yes, we freed 4 specters.
Oh god, 4 people.
Hey, if they're all as powerful as Tosh.
I guess that's true. Yeah, 332 was the final count. That's so right there.
Yeah. Sick. Tosh is pretty strong.
"50 years, and no one's ever escaped from New Folsom. But we broke it open in an afternoon.
Because of MacGuffins. That's why.
I can hardly believe we pulled it off.
You guys did good. Now me and my specters will finish the job. We'll kill Minsk and burn his dominion to the ground.
Overthrowing Minsk is just the start. This is about building a better tomorrow. Don't you see? We just released every scientist, philosopher, and free thinker that ever challenged Minsk's rule. That was our real victory today.
You really that naive? Tomorrow there'll be a new Minsk, and another one after that. Your great shining dream of the future is just an illusion.
So if it's all so bleak, why are you here, Tosh? What do you get out of all this?
Same thing as you, brother. I don't quit till Minsk is dead.
Vengeance doesn't factor into this. Our revolution's about freedom.
You'll see that better future, Matt. But it ain't for the likes of us.
That might be the closest thing to a decent scene that we'll see in this game.
Anyone have some Serenity flashbacks there? Alright, let's talk to the man of the hour. Tosh.
I took a big chance with you and your specters, Tosh. I hope Nova wasn't right about you.
Don't go believing that little girl's lies. The Spectre procedure affects everyone differently. But we're all still human. It's our choice whether to become the Spectres. Not hers, not yours, and not Minsk's. Choice be the only true freedom anyone gets.
But can I trust him? Can I trust you?
Don't you worry, none. We'll fight for you right to the end. All my brothers and sisters, we owe you everything.
That's a nice non-answer.
Here, Tosh is officially thrown in with our little revolution. He's gonna lend us his specters to help out.
You sure got a soft spot for wayward psychics, Jimmy. Setting those freaks loose ain't smart. Old Manx got them locked up for a reason.
Mix locked them up because they were just weapons to him. They deserve a shot at living their lives outside a cage, just like anyone else.
Is there a picture of Raynor with an American flag behind him somewhere?
Breaking news. Reports coming in today suggest... What's that? We're going to Kate, but
The Dominion's highest value prisoners are loose tonight after a daring raid broke open New Folsom Prison. Dominion security forces are on high alert as some of the prisoners were former members of Project Shadowblade, which we've discovered to be a subversive offshoot of the Dominion's Ghost program. A number of political dissidents were also freed during the attack.
do we know who did this, Kate? Was it Raynor's Raiders?
The evidence we have suggests it was, Donnie.
The giant graffiti behind her head certainly suggests so.
Yeah, that is the logo for Raynor's Raynor, by the way.
I'm Donnie Vermillion.
More dangerous for the real bad guys, Donnie. You should be worried.
Let's see, where should we go to next?
I don't know. Do you have new upgrades or anything to check out?
Oh, specters.
Sick. Hi guys, just loitering randomly.
Please don't point. Oh, jeez.
That Tosh character gave me the data for building more Spectre gear. You sure we can trust that guy? I heard he was into brainwashing or something.
Tosh can only recruit volunteers to become Spectres. That's the deal. He works them hard so they won't go off the rails when they get their full Spectre powers. No brainwashing involved.
Good to know. Wouldn't want any of those freaks running loose causing trouble. Aside from Tosh, that is.
I thought you had to be trained from like a young age.
Yeah, well,
for, like psychic powers.
Supposedly, ghosts become specters, not just any random person, so...
Yeah, I don't know. Spectre abilities. Giant single target damage.
Cool. That seems situationally useful and useless otherwise.
And basically the cloaking that Tosh had. Infinite cloak.
Yeah, okay, that's not fair. Not even a little bit.
See, I think we got some base upgrades. This
Oh, yeah?
flashy button tells me we do.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Terran. Fire suppression system. Automatically heals buildings to 50%. So instead of burning down, you'll heal up.
That's kind of helpful. Does it still take resources, do you know?
I don't know, I don't think it does. So, also free repair, basically.
It's kind of
And
cool.
orbital commands. So
What's
it can
the
drop
just-
down mules, which basically mine way faster than an SCV, so you can get incredible economy.
Yeah, I think one mule is roughly equivalent to 3 SCVs.
I think it's even more than that. But... Oh, and it also has scan for infinite detection wherever the hell you want it. Basically, built-in map hacks.
Yep. But, if they do it like multiplayer, then when you use a scan, you're not using a mule, so...
Jim, I've been investigating the claims that Nova made about the Spectres turning into psychotic killers.
So what'd you find out?
Honestly, there's no evidence that Spectres are any more prone to aberrant behavior than ordinary people. A sudden increase in psionic ability could induce a psychotic break, but Spectres aren't the monsters we were led to believe. Nova lied to us.
Wow.
Oh.
Legalized Terrazine.
So, Minsk and his cronies are not entirely truthful.
They're lying to us? How could they?
Totally a shock that will never come up again, ever.
Most days, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Just chasing my damn tail.
No. We followed your lead from the start. It's your sense of justice that's kept us on this road.
Matt, my interest in justice burned out a long time ago. I've spent my whole life fighting. I've killed. I've ordered good men to their deaths. And for what? Finishing this thing with Minsk. It's all I have left. It's guys like you that'll build something better after all the smoke clears.
That's because you gave us something to believe in, sir. I'll never give up the fight. That's a promise.
Ah, so idealistic.
Yeah, we got some new upgrades.
Sick.
Or research, sorry. Automated refineries. Guess what? You don't have to use SCVs to mine gas.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yep. And command center reactor.
And again, so is that.
Yeah. Produce 2 SCVs. Well, pretty simple.
Fair enough.
Alright, next. Our Zerg upgrades the cellular reactor, which just improves your energy of your specialist units.
So
you
it's
get extra energy.
Ghosts and medics and medevacs right now, right?
I think just ghosts and medics right now. But we'll get more soon. And regenerative biosteel, which basically gives your mechanical units slow regeneration, like Zerg. Like a dirty
Sick.
Zerg.
That seems really, really strong, too.
And next time, we've got some Protoss mission to go to.
I return to our ruined homeworld of Ire. The Zerg infestation still covered much of our beloved world. The desiccated remains of the Overmind were still there, a grim reminder of battles lost and battles won.